Hello, everyone, and welcome to the live show. It's another day to look at the crypto market, okay, and look at possible scalping opportunity to make profit in the market. So, this is the show where we discuss everything about crypto trading to make you a profitable trader. Now, basically, all we do here, okay, is about futures trading. And for you to be effective in your futures trading journey, we actually recommend that you start trading your futures with the Bybit exchange. Okay, so you can do yourself a favor by signing up for a Bybit account and join the challenge. All right, we are in a journey to turn $100 into $1,000. Now, this can be on any account size that you're actually starting up with. Okay, so you could set your own target for a $10 to $100 or maybe $20, depending on what your trading capital is. Okay, your trading capital can be as high as $10,000, okay, $20,000, $1,000, and all of that, right? But we are just on this journey, and today we are on the 23rd day. All right, so let's see gradually until we get to 30 days, right? Let's see gradually how far this can go for us. Those of you who have been joining me right from the onset, I hope you have been making progress in this space. Have you been making progress? If you are just joining, if you are new to the channel, you're welcome. Please consider subscribing. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. And then if you don't have a Bybit account, you can go to the description of this video, right? Go to the description of this video, then click on show more and use the first link to sign up for a Bybit account. Then the second link will be where you will click to join us on Telegram. Okay, join the Telegram and participate in taking all of the free signals that have been sent there daily. All right, so make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so that you'll be the first to be notified each time we go live or publish other crypto related content. Okay, so welcome to the show, Mr. Kervin. You're welcome to the show. So let's look at exactly what we are going to trade this morning. Okay, what we are going to trade this morning. Currently, I am looking at the OP token. Okay, it has been doing quite well since yesterday. So if you're part of those who long this token, then this would have been some profit for you. This would have made some profit for you right since yesterday. Okay, so this is what we are currently looking at on the OP token. Now on the 4 hours time frame, okay, we are currently sitting above this resistance, right? We have tested this area like 3 times, and then the fourth one we broke it. Okay, now we have that retracement back to that level here. Okay, so what I'm looking at currently, if I go to my 1 hour time frame for the OP token, all right, it's going to be a buy for me because we rejected here, rejected here, rejected here, and then all of a sudden we broke above this area. So I'm looking at this area that this market will consolidate here, right? It will consolidate in for a while here and then take it to the upside, right? So take it to the upside. If it goes to the upside, another zone I'm looking at where this market will possibly, okay, have a delay before we start moving up will be around, this area of 1.6667 level. Okay, so this is exactly what I'm looking for. All right, so you see our support here, previous support is now becoming a resistance on the OP token. So what you can do for OP is going to be a long trade for me, guys. It's going to be a long trade for me. So what I can just do right now, okay, you can enter with market order right now, or you can actually set to enter at exactly 155, okay, 1.55, and target as high as this previous high here on the 15 minutes time frame. Okay, anything around 1.63, 64, all of that will be your take profit level. Okay, so this is what I am currently looking at for the OP token, guys. Here's what I'm currently looking at for the OP token. This is the setup I'm looking at. Okay, it's going to be, except if anything happens and then we break below this this support that we are now using as a resistance level. Okay, if we break below this support that was previously a resistance, then it means that is why you need to use tight stop loss, guys. That is why you need to use tight stop losses. Okay, so I'll put my stop loss around that area. If we break below that area, then that trade is no longer valid. But this is exactly what I'm looking at. Okay, so take a long trade and then target maybe 1.60, 1.63, and all of that for your trade. Okay. Good morning, Vincent. Welcome to the live show. Good morning to you. Funds Billions. I like that name. Funds Billions. Okay, so your funds, you are in funds, you are in billions, all of that. All right. Good morning and welcome to the live show. So basically, this is the setup I'm looking at. Okay, this is what I have for OP. All right, so you can enter. I want $1.55. Okay, enter at $1.55 and allow it to play out. All right, so you can take profit at $1.60, $1.63, 61 cents, and all of that. Okay, that's exactly what I'm looking at for the OP token, guys. That's exactly what I'm looking at for the OP token. Another token that is worth looking at is the GAL token. I think I have that on my watch list, right? GAL token, we looked at that yesterday. Actually took a trade yesterday. Okay. For GAL, let's open that and see what's currently going on with GAL token. And then we probably look at SRP as well. Yes, BBDO. BBDO. Is it BBDO? You're welcome to the live show. Welcome everyone. Welcome everyone. So this is what I'm currently looking at. Okay, for GAL, short or long, short or long. Okay, currently, yeah, we are still sitting at exactly that resistance. Okay, so we are sitting at that resistance level. That's exactly where we are sitting currently. Okay, we are still on that resistance, right? We are still on that resistance. So we are waiting for a rejection. There could be a possible rejection. Now, what you want to trade here is the pullback. Okay, you want to trade a pullback. Maybe go to the lower time frame. Okay, go to the lower time frame and trade the pullback, guys. Trade the pullback. Just focus on trading the pullback, and then if anything happens that this breaks above this area, okay, then we are looking for a long trade. We can look at taking this trade to as high as so if it breaks above this area, we can take it to as high as $1.37, 38 cents, up to 40 cents. But currently, I feel this token have a little pullback. So we need to go to our lower time frame and take trades there. Okay. We'll go to the lower time frame and take our trades on the lower time frame. Okay. So yeah, this is what I'm currently looking at for the GAL token, right? It is a short for me. All right. I just have a little pullback because what I'm feeling is what if this token comes down to maybe this trend line, comes and bounces on this trend line before going back upward. Okay, so that's what I'm looking at, and then our stop loss will just be above that. In case this actually breaks above this, then we should be looking for a long trade. For now, okay, it's just a little pullback. All right, so anything around $1.28, all right, $1.28, $1.29, or thereabout, you should be looking at taking profit. Okay, you can enter with the current market price right now, or enter when it is $1.31. Okay, $1.31 or the current market price, and then short that token till around $1.28 or 29 cents. Okay, that is for the GAL token, guys. That is for the GAL token. That's currently what I'm looking at for the GAL token. Yeah. So we go to the sun sheet. Okay. Yeah. Vincent wants us to look at sun sheet. Let's look at what we have there. Okay, so for Sunshi, this is what we have, guys. So let's look at higher time frame. Let's look at the higher time frame and see what's possible here. Okay, so yeah, this trade is out of it. So bring out this trend line. And currently we are just sitting, okay. We had this first breakout above this, our resistance level here, right? So we have this first breakout above this, our resistance level, and then immediately we started returning back again. So for this particular token, can we return back to this trend line? That is what I'm not sure yet. So we'll look at possible entering opportunity for this token. So we rejected at that trend line, and then we are going down here. Okay, we're just going down this way. So I see this token coming back to test this trend line. All right, I see this token coming back to test this trend line at around 66, 67 cents. Okay, but to be sure, all right, currently we are just trending downward. All right, as you can see, even on the 15 minutes time frame, we're just trending downward. So what I would do is to wait for this token to play, and I want to have a bounce on this trend line, and I'll take a trade to the long side, guys. I want to have a bounce on this trend line. This is not a quick scalp one, okay? So it's going to be a long setup for me. So I want to wait to have a bounce on this trend line, and then I'll take a trade back to the upside. That's exactly what I'm looking at, okay? So for now, I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to do anything for this particular trade. Even if I go to the 5 minutes time frame, guys, even if I go to the 5 minutes time frame, I will let this play out because we are just in between. Okay, this is this trade, it can actually go down from here and it can go up from here. Okay, it can go down from here or it goes up from here. Except you want to edge this trade, you can open both the long and short position, okay, at the same time. But that is somewhat risky if you don't have the funds to actually hold that trade for a while, okay? It's going to be a risky one. So I'll wait for this to play out, guys. I'll wait for this to play out, come back and have a bounce from this, my trend line here. We just want to have, a bounce from this trend line, then we can take it up again, all right? We'll have a bounce at that trend line, then we can take it up again, all right? On the 4 hours time frame, our trend line is still very far. But I see this playing out, okay? I see this playing out because currently, look at this. We started creating, these higher lows here and all of that. So it's going to be, you quickly scalp this market, okay? You can quickly scalp this to the downside. Let me remove this. You can quickly scalp this to the downside, okay? Because from here, from this trend line, if we reject here to the down there, we are looking at how many percent? Let's look at that. Okay, you're looking at close to 6%. That is, if it gets to that trend line, okay, 6%, 7% plus. All right. So we want to have that rejection here. So wait for this to play out, guys. Wait for this to play out. But for me to actually take this trade, I want to see a break of structure here because there's every probability here. You see that we are a bit consolidating on the 15 minutes time frame, right? We're just at this area, meaning that I will be waiting for a break of structure at around this zone here, guys. Okay, a break of structure. If I get, a high that is lower than all of this one here, then you can take a trade and maybe target like a 1 to 2% move. With a 10x leverage, that should give you a 10 to 20% move in the market and all of that. Okay, so I'll wait for this breakout. It is either it breaks here, we'll go to the upside, or it breaks here, we'll go to the downside. Okay, so that's exactly what I'm looking at for the Sunshi USDT, guys. That's what I'm looking at for the Sunshi USDT. So Abdi Karim, you're welcome to the live show. Okay, Kojo, you're welcome. You want us to look at inch, okay, 1 inch USDT. All right, this is for Sunshi. That's what I'm currently looking at. Okay, so I'll look for a possible scalp opportunity if we break above this to the upside. All right, and then maybe target around 73, 74 cents. Then if we break this to the downside, I'm looking at, going down to around, 66, 67 cents. Okay, those are the possible setups or trades setup that I'll have for the Sunshi taking. Okay, so it could play out either to the upside or to the downside throughout this today. So let's look at see how that plays out. Okay, so for the 1 inch, let's look at 1 inch USDT. 1 inch USDT. What do we have here? Guys, smash that like button, okay? Smash that like button. And if you are new to the channel, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Use the link in the video description to join the Telegram group, guys. Let's keep this rolling, okay? Let's keep this rolling. Look at this. Look at that massive wick, right? Okay, we saw this. Okay, this was yesterday's candle, right? This later plays out almost at that zone there, the zone we mapped out yesterday. So it was almost, okay, almost at that zone, and then rejected massively from that area. And since that yesterday, we've been rejecting and rejecting and rejecting and going down, 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 guys. Going down, down, down. So what I'm possibly looking at for this particular token is, are we going to have a rejection here? Are we going to have a rejection there? Let's see what we have here. All right. From the look of things, we're even below the 718 using the Fibonacci retracement tool. Okay. The 786 level, we are below that. Let me go to the daily time frame and see what's possible and see where I can get that bounce from. Okay. I see a long trade setup for this particular token. Okay. Because I see BTC waking up right now. BTC is back to $30,000, right? We have BTC back to 30,000. Currently, yeah, 30,100 going to 30,200. Okay, so for those of you who have been holding your long positions, kudos to you. So I see if we take it down from this week, okay, for Sunshi, sorry, 1 inch token, okay, I see a bounce from here because I see a bounce from this zone here, right? So let's use this area as our support, okay. Our main support should be, let me even use the week. Let me use the week. because I see if we break this low here, then we could be going down there. Then we can equally look at this area as well. Okay, and this is possible area where this token can actually go down to this zone here. So if we go to the 4 hours time frame, I'm just waiting for a rejection. Okay, I'm going to wait for a rejection. Now, what I can do is to pull my trend line, all right, and use this as a confirmation for my up trade. Okay, taking a trade to the upside will be, seeing a break of this trend line. All right, that move down there is something else. Okay, look at this move down here. So if you have, cash out with this trade yesterday or thereabout, that would have been like almost 40% move down. Okay, from the high there down there is 40% move. Guys, that would have given you 400% with the 10x leverage. That would have given you 400% with the 10x leverage. So what we are looking, what we are looking at for right now is a break of this trend. So wait for this to happen, because if it doesn't happen, it means that the token can still go down, all right, go down to this level of 29.28 cents, right? It can go down to as low as 29.28 cents. But if we break this trend from this area here, if we break this trend from this area, what you're looking at for is a break of this trend, guys, and then maybe a retest, let this trend becomes our support, and then we can take it up. Okay, that's currently what I'm looking at for the Sunshi, for the 1 inch. Okay, for the 1 inch USDT, that is exactly what I'm looking at for that particular token, guys. That is exactly what I'm looking at for that particular token, guys. Okay, so pay attention to that token, guys. Pay attention to that token and wait for it to play out. All right, don't just jump into it. Okay, wait for it to play out. Okay. Yeah, Emmanuel, you're welcome to the live show. BTC, yeah. BTC currently is, breaking that, we're heading up towards, currently is above 30,000, right? It's above 30,000. And on my 15 minutes time frame, right, we have our high here. So here is going to serve as our high for the 15 minutes. For scalping, okay, for scalpers, this is going to serve as our high. As you can see, we've been rejecting from that area since when? Okay, we rejected here, that was around July. July 18, we rejected again at around July 20, 19th, and then today again, we seems to be rejecting from that area. So that is going to serve as our high, and here will serve as our low, okay, on the 15 minutes time frame. So if you are looking at just trading this on the 15 minutes time frame, it's going to be a quick shot for me for BTC. Okay, it's going to be a quick shot for me for BTC. And then if we get back to 30,000 or 28, 29,900, 29,800 or thereabout, okay, I'm going to equally long for this, all right? But just wait for BTC to play, because we may have a break to the upside here, all right? We may have a break to the upside because on the higher time frame, we are still sitting within this zone, guys. We are still within this zone, right? We are still within this zone. If you look at the daily time frame, we are still within that zone, okay? Since June, okay? Since June, we have been just consolidating within this area between 31, 30,000, 31, 30,000, 31, 30,000. That's what we have been, okay? That's the area we have been. And today has been, a bullish day, because BTC all of a sudden from around 29,800, okay, started moving up to 30,100, close to 30,200, right? Yeah, we're close to 30,200, and then we're having that little pullback. So for BTC, it's going to be a long setup for me, but you want to wait for all of this to actually play out, all right? A break above, okay, anything around, above 30, 200 or thereabout, I'm going to take a long trade or wait for it to come back down, okay? On the 15 minutes time frame here, if this actually plays out, that this comes down to this area of 30,000, 29,800 or thereabout, or even 29,900, okay, you are going to take a buy to the upside, right? A buy to the upside. Anything from 30,000, start looking for entering levels to the upside, guys. Start looking for entering levels to the upside. But if you want to scalp this, okay, you can take a quick shot here and just target like a quick shot should give you around 0.5, 0.7% up to this level of 29,925, okay, $925. That's exactly what I'm looking at. But for me, it's going to be a long setup. Either enter from here up, or like enter above this area at around 3,200, and maybe target around 30,400, 3,500. Okay, and then if you continue to go up, you can trail your, until you get to maybe 31,000 or thereabout, 1,000 during the weekend. Okay, yeah. So yeah, for Litecoin, let's look at Litecoin and see what's possible. Okay, Litecoin, let's look at Litecoin and see what is possible, guys. Okay, LTC USDT. Okay. All right, so guys, this is what we have here on the 4 hours time frame. Let's see what's possible. So Litecoin, we are going to be looking for short, long opportunity from this area here. Okay, so this is serving as a support here. Okay, so we're using this area support at $90, anything between $90 or thereabout. Okay, so we have this had a pullback here. Okay, so for Litecoin, is going to be a long trade for me, guys. It's going to be a long trade for me. Okay, so it's going to be a long setup for me for Litecoin, and I'll just wait a break above that trend line. Okay, if we have a break above that trend line and then a retest, I'm going to take that long trade to the upside. Now there are two scenarios there. Is either we come down to $90, okay, or thereabout. I'll take a long trade here, or I'll just wait for a break of this trend line to the upside, guys. Wait for a break of that trend line and then a retest, then you can take a trade to the upside, guys. Okay, take a trade at the break of that trend line and then a retest, you take a trade to the upside. That's exactly what I'm looking at for Litecoin. Okay, it's going to be a long setup for me for Litecoin, but let's wait for the break of that trend line and a retest, a possibly retest on that trend line would be a long trade for us for the Litecoin. Okay, for the Litecoin, it's going to be a long trade for us. You can target anything around 95 up to $100 as your take profit levels. Okay, yes. For LPT, what's that talking about? LPT USDT. LPT USDT, guys. When we look at all of these different tokens, okay, it doesn't mean that you have to trade all of them. I don't know more, even if you have the whole money in your account, okay, you don't need to trade all of them, guys. You don't need to trade all of them. Only trade the one that are less volatile, okay? Trade, tokens that will not take you out of the market within a twinkle of an eye. Okay, L is LPT. Okay, sorry, USDT. LPT USDT. What's it talking about, please? What is it all about? Is it any Web3 related project or AI related project? I don't think it's AI. Okay, so let's look at what's possible here. Okay, so for this particular token on the daily time frame, this is everything here is down, 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 down there. Okay, so if I go to the 4 hours time frame, let's map out our areas on the 4 hours and see what's possible for this particular token. Okay. I don't know what this token is all about, but okay, currently the area we are currently sitting at is this particular area here. Okay, so we are currently sitting at this area here, right? So I don't know how far this token can go for now. I don't know if it's going to buy. Let me even check. What's the volume LPT? What's the volume traded on this token? Let's even check before we even start. This token, right from $4, it has been coming down, 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 up to $3.9. Okay, so LPT. Let's see what's possible with this particular token. What do we have here? LPT. Yes. So we have $2 million plus. Okay, $2 million plus. Okay. So it's good for scalping actually. It's good for scalping, but I'm not getting a clearer picture yet. So yeah, we'll look at this zone, guys. Look at this zone which we currently sitting at, guys. Okay, so we rejected from that area, and it's still a downtrend, guys. It's still a downtrend, but looking at possible scenario before we can go think of going long, guys. Let's see this trend line following this thing down. I don't see myself trading this token, but because Vincent requested for it, we have to look at it, okay? So yeah, it's going to be a long setup actually, but wait for all of this to play out. Even if I go to the 15 minutes time frame, okay? So wait for that massive rejection at this area, guys. Wait for that massive rejection at this area because even at the 15 minutes time frame, the trend line is still far, except you have to plot another trend line. Okay, I can plot another trend line close to that 15 minutes time frame there. Okay, so if I do something like this, then for a long setup, I'm waiting for it to break that trend line. So what you want to wait for is on the 15 minutes or even go to as low as 5 minutes time frame, guys. You can go to as low as 5 minutes time frame. So you want to wait for a long setup for a break of this trend line and a possible retest, and then you take it up. Okay, a break of that trend line and a possible retest, and you take it up. This is what I'm currently looking at for this particular token because I can get a clearer picture of whether to long or if the token is going to continue to go down and all of that. Okay, because if you look at this market right now, we have it's just a $2 million market, and then the 24 hours high is around $4 plus, and then the low is around $3 plus. So for this particular token, yeah, this is not going to be on my watch list, but what I'm looking at is wait for this things to play out. If the trend line is broken, then you can take a trade to the upside, guys. Okay, don't go and trade a token that somebody will be somewhere and just pump the token and it will just start going up. Maybe you're trying to short and then somebody somewhere is pumping and then it goes against you, you lose money and all of that. Okay, so BNB, all right. So let's look at BNB USDT, guys. BNB USDT. So for BNB USDT, let's see what we have here. MKR, yeah, MKR has been doing very well since yesterday. So for those of you who have been shorting and longing that token, good, kudos to you. Okay, kudos to you. So BNB currently, this is where we are currently seated right now. Okay, this is where we are currently seated right now. And for me, it's going to be okay, this candle, okay, is pushing slightly above this trend line I mapped out here, okay? It's pushing slowly above that trend line, but for BNB, so if I map out this area here, so we've been rejecting from this area for a while now, right? But I was actually waiting to take a setup at this area here, okay? You see that BNB has been rejecting around that 220 area since last month. Yeah, we've been rejecting around that area. So I was hoping that BNB, this pull down here will come down to that area, but it seems that we have a strong support at this area here, which is not letting it pull back. So what I'm looking at is currently this zone here, okay? So looking at the current zone where we are trading is going to be a short trade for me, guys. So if I come down to the 1 hour time frame, you see that we have a candle close above that 1 hour time frame. So I want to see this play out very well, right? I want to see this play out very well on that time zone. I want to see it play out very well by going to the lower time frame, guys, going to the lower time frame. So it's going to be a long setup for me, right? It's going to be a long setup for me. So start looking at taking a trade to the upside at around 49, okay, maybe around 49 for 241.9 to 242, guys. 241.9 to 242. Take a trade to the upside and then maybe target around 244 up to 246 and even up to 250. Okay, so wait for this to play out. Just wait to take a trade. Okay, at around 241, 242, take a trade to the upside and target anything around $2, 250, 244, 246, up to $250. Okay, so that's what I'm currently looking at for BNB. All right, but be careful because if eventually everything start declining, then there could be a break of this area here and BNB can start going down, okay, and all of that. So just a quick scalp, wait for it to retest this area, and then you take BNB to the upside, guys. Take BNB to the upside. All right. So BNB is a long trade setup for me. So pay attention to that, guys. Pay attention to that. Okay. For the GAL token, I told us to short. Okay. So it's actually at a good point to short right now if you want. A quick scalp for the GAL token is just to short and then target $1.30, $1.29 as your take profit target. And then from that area, you can take it back up again. You can take it back up again. So MKR, let's look at the MKR token, MKR USDT. MKR USDT. So yeah, this is it. Let's look at what's possible for this particular token, right? Yeah, we are just at that $1,000 plus. $1,005. That is where we are currently sitting right there. So if you have taken that pullback yesterday, okay, if you have traded that pullback by taking it to the long side, that would have been a very nice trade for you. Okay, yeah. So we currently rejecting this area, but I'm looking at something $1,770 or $1,100 plus. Okay, I see this token breaking just this area we rejected. This double top we created here. I don't know if it will reject here and come back down. All right, I'm not sure if it will reject here. If it's going to create a double top here, then you see this token coming down to around $800 plus. Okay, but a possible setup for this token will be, yeah, look at that. Okay, look at that. So I see it coming down to, okay, you can take a short trade for this particular token. All right, it's going to be short for me, right, guys? It's going to be a short trade for me. So we can go to our 15 minutes time frame and look at, yeah, it's going to be a short trade for me. See, look at that, rejected, come back again. We're bouncing up from there. So for this, it's going to be a short trade for me, guys. And then maybe target anything up to $900 or even 970, 950 or thereabout. Okay. Don't stay in this market too long because we can have a possible reverse back to the upside and all of that. All right. So this is what possible scenario of what I'm looking at. Okay. So short this market and then target anything around 980, 990 or thereabout. Okay. If you are doing a 1 to 2 risk reward ratio, let's say you do a 1 to 2, a 1 to 2 will be somewhere just here. Okay, your take profit, or even a 1 to 5. Let's do 1 to 5. Okay, your take profit should be somewhere around 974, or let's do 980. Okay, 980 will be fine. All right. So target anything around that 980 area for that particular token, right? Is a short for me, guys. So it's a short trade for me. If you enter with market order, you should be able to take that trade right now and take it to the downside. So that's what I'm currently looking at for the MKR token, guys. That's what I'm currently looking at for the MKR token. So yes, if you want to take a trade to the downside, go ahead and do that. Okay, and make some profit for yourself, guys. All right, and I equally entered the GAL token trade as well. Okay, so yeah, let's look at that. That token pumped about how many percent and then dumped how many percent again? XLM USDT. Let's look at this and see what's happening. Guys, smash that like button, okay? Smash that like button, guys. Look at that. We are having that pullback already that would have given us some profit, okay? We had that pullback already. I was looking at this token right from here, and then what happened? Boom! Went up to that, to that upside, and then we are rejecting just around this our area here, right? This is when we map out here. Forget about the wick to the upside, okay? Those wicks are liquidity grabs, okay? Goes ahead and grab all your stop losses, and then come back to or even get some liquidated. Those who don't use stop losses, okay, gets them liquidated. So and then come back. So we just had that pullback for now. All right. For this token, we are just going to look for a setup that will work for us, okay? Because on the higher time frame, on the weekly time frame, we are currently rejecting at this area here. Okay, see this area that was previously a resistance is serving as our support here. So a break, right? A break above this area, and this can be closing in 3 days. So weekend, by weekend will close. So for me, it's going to be a long setup, okay? I know there will be a possible pullback for scalping and all of that, but it's going to be a long trade setup for me for this particular token, right? It's going to be a long trade setup because we had that pull up to 18 cent, and then we are currently at 16 cent, right? So we'll look for trading this token to the upside. So if we go to like the 1 hour time frame, yes, but quick scalp here, taking this trade on the 1 hour. Look at this 1 hour. Let's look at a quick scalping strategy for this. Okay, so we are rejecting just that zone there. Yeah, we slightly broke above that. So it's going to be a short trade for me, guys. It's going to be a short for this particular token, okay? It's going to be a short trade for me. So what you want to do is to wait for it to pull back up, right? So let's do 5 minutes. Yeah, for it to come test this line again, and then maybe enter a trade at around 17 cent. If it gets back to 18 cent, good entry point for you, right? But anything around 17 or 169, 168, take a trade, okay, and then just do like a 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio, okay. A 1 to 2 will give you, something around that area, okay, around that area, around 16, that is 0.16145 will be your take profit level, okay. The reason why you should be targeting this low is because this is an uptrend, okay. We are even on the 5 minutes time frame is just telling you that this market is in that uptrend, guys. Okay, it's telling you that is that uptrend. So what we are trading, our scalping or my own, particularly my scalping strategy is trading pullbacks. All right, trading pullbacks and then continuation of the trend. Okay, so I trade pullbacks and I do continuation of the trend. Okay, so for this particular token, I'll just take a short pullback to that zone there and then take it to the upside. That's currently what I'm looking at for this particular token, guys. That's currently what I'm looking at for that particular token. So yeah, if you want to wait for it to pull back down there and then take the trade to the upside, guys. I see more opportunity to the long side than to the downside. Okay, so the downside is just you trading the pullbacks, and then the upside will be a continuation of that trend. And believe me, when this play out at around this area, if we continue from here, let's say we just create something like this, okay, play around there, and then boom, to the upside. All right, that is exactly what I'm looking at for that particular token, guys. That is exactly what I'm looking at. That is a setup of what I'm looking at, okay. And if you break this area, the next target is around 23, 24 cents. That's what you should be targeting for that token, okay. Let's say you take a trade at around maybe 18, 19 cents, and you take that trade to the upside. Okay, what exactly are you expecting? Maybe like 30% move in the market is something. All right. If you are patient to wait for this to play a 30% move with a 10x leverage, that will give you 30% move with a 10 leverage. That should give you around around 300%, right? 300% move. So wait for the trade to play out, and then you are good to go. Okay. So yes, I think I finished looking at all of your tokens. Let's go to Bybit and see what Bybit has for us. On the gainers list, we have yeah, that token is still topping. All right, we have that token topping there. Okay, we have the that particular token topping there, and then we have the DYDX. Okay, let's look at DYDX, guys. Let's look at DYDX and see what's possible for that particular token. Okay, for DYDX, what are we looking at? DYDX, what exactly are we looking at? Okay, and then the AGL token is equally doing great, guys. The AGL token is equally doing great. So yeah, AGL is equally another token we need to look at, guys. All right. So yep. OP token, yeah, we do for GAL. We just looked at that. Okay, if you have entered GAL, yeah, good for you. Okay, so let's look at DYDX and see what's possible with DYDX. 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 So um, let's look at this. Okay, so currently we are just close to that resistance. So we broke this trend line. We are, heading to that resistance. Okay, we are heading to that resistance. So I see. I'm going to short this trade if it gets to this level. All right. So I'm going to have a short setup, like a limit order at around 2.2. Okay. 2.23, 2.24, all of that areas. Okay, 2.23, 2.2334 is going to be like a short trade for me. But if we break above this area, then you should be looking at taking this trade upside. So for me to take a long trade, okay, I'm just waiting for a breakout of this resistance level, guys. A breakout of that resistance level is what I'm looking at, right? If we break above that resistance level, which is this area I'm looking at, which we have tested, a lot of time, we rejected here. You had that rejections here and all of that. So if we break this area, okay, if we break this area, then I'm looking for a trade to the upside. Okay, if we break that area, I'm looking for a trade to the upside, because if we take this, you see that currently we are just heading up on the daily time frame. Okay, so I want to see this come to this area, then reject back to the trend line, guys. Reject back to the trend line and maybe have a final bounce that will take me up. Okay, so for now, I will take like a quick cap on the 15 minutes time frame. Okay, wait for this to play out. You see, we are currently heading to that area, but I'll wait for it. I want to get a good entry at around 2.2. Currently, we're at the 2.18. I want to have a good rejection at around that 2.2. So if DYDS comes up to gradually comes up to 2.2, I'm going to take a short trade to the downside. And then anything above this 2.2 level, okay, 2.24, 2.25, then is a long trade setup for me, guys. It's a long trade setup for me. So pay attention to this token and let it play out and take it accordingly, guys. So I'll wait for this to play out to get up to this level. All right, if we get up to this level, I will take a quick scalp to the downside. And then if we go above that, then I'm taking a long trade to the upside, guys. I'm taking a long trade to the upside. That is exactly what I have for the GYDS. So I'll play out and I will let this play out. Okay. So my long or short trade for this, for the quick scalp, entering at around that zone. Okay. So you can take a screenshot of that if you want to take let this play out. Okay, so maybe bring my stop loss just slightly above, right? So I'll take a short trade here and then do like a 1 to 8. Okay, a 1 to 5 risk reward ratio. Yeah, 1 to 5 would do. All right, a 1 to 5 would do for me. Then wait for this to play out. A break above this resistance, guys. A break above this resistance would be taking a trade to the long side, guys. A break above that resistance would be taking a trade to the long side. That's exactly what I'm looking at for the DYDX token. Okay, that's exactly what I'm looking at for the DYDX token, right? All right, so make sure that you put that list, okay, you put that token on your watch list and look at it, okay? Look at it and let it play out, guys. Look at it and let it play out for you. Okay, so Gal is going to, I'll add to my position on Gal. It's going to $1.32. Okay, I'll add to my position on Gal and see how that plays out. Okay, yeah, if I go back to Gal, let me look at that token again and see what's currently happening with it right now. So Gal, if you have not entered that trade already, there's no need. Just let this to play out. Okay, let this play out, guys. So we are currently, so the close of this candle will be in the next 1 hour. Okay, this particular candle will close in the next 1 hour, so we can go to like the 1 hour time frame and see this play out. If it closes above this area, then be looking for long trade to the upside, guys. If this candle closes at this area, above this area, right? Above this area, be looking for a long trade to the upside. If it closes above that area, be looking for a long trade to the upside, guys. But for me, we just let everything play out accordingly, okay? We'll let everything play out as it ought to. Okay. So yes, yeah. So I'm going to gradually add to the position until I get my, required margin, and then a pullback from this area. I see this pulling back. Okay. So if you want to still enter, you can enter at $1.32, and then maybe target $1.30 or $1.29 or thereabout. Okay, that should be your take profit level, because this token, I see it coming back to maybe around this trend line before we have a final bounce to the upside. So yes, you can enter a short trade for this particular token and allow it to play out, guys. Enter a short trade and allow it to play out, okay? Yeah, so for the DAO USDT, let's look at that, okay? Is it DAO or DAROS? Which one is it? Okay, so I have DAO USDT. Whoa, what's happening with this token? What is it talking about? What is this talking about? Yeah, look at that massive pump. What's happening? Vincent, what is this talking about? Do you have an idea of, let me look at the volume. Let's look at the volume traded currently in this market. What do we have here? Okay, so let's look at that. 1.8 million, 1.8 million, 1.8 million, and the token is already up by 12%. Guys, it's going to be a short for me, guys. Just short this trade, okay? Short this trade, short it. Enter with market order and gradually add to your position if it continues to push, okay? Enter with market order and gradually add to your position if this continues to push. Guys, it's a short trade for me for that particular token for DAO, okay? DAO USDT. Okay, I can't even trade that on the futures market. Guys, okay, so I see a massive pullback, all right? I see a massive pullback, like a long wick from this area. So you can enter at around 1.7, as in 0.11, okay, 1175, 0.1178, 0.118, okay, 0.1175, 0.118, and all of that. So look at shorting that token, okay, but use a very tight stop loss, guys, okay. I see this token respecting this zone and coming back a bit, okay. So there could be a possible pullback on this token, all right. There could be a possible pullback on this token, guys. So yeah, look at that. Let it play out, okay? This candle will close, the 4 hours candle will close in an hour from now. So we'll wait for this to close above that. I see this thing going to create like a long wick and then coming back to close somewhere around 11. That is 0.1120 or 0.1130 or thereabout. Okay, so you can take a quick scalp to the downside and let this play out. Okay, take a quick scalp to the downside and let that play out. Okay, so let's see if I can set up that trade, guys. Okay, yeah, that USDT. I don't know what the token is all about, but I can't really see why it's pumping, guys. I can't really see why it's pumping. That's why you need to be careful with some of these token, guys. Always be careful with some of these token. Don't trade things that will take you, out of the market. Don't go and take trades that will take you out of the market within a twinkle of an eye, okay? So, but I see this dumping. I see this coin dumping. Don't worry, it will get, it will get weak along the line, okay? It will get weak along the line and it will definitely dump, right? It will definitely dump. So yeah, put an eye on that token. Okay, put an eye on that token. Anything at 0.118, 11, yeah, we are just there, 118 or thereabout. Okay, you can short and then take a quick profit and all of that. Okay, take a quick profit and let it play out, guys. So 1 hour, yeah, 1 hour time frame. So for the past 3 hours, this token has moved up by how many? Okay, almost 14% move in the market. Almost 14% move in the market. So I see it dumping like another 1 to 2%, okay, before it continues that upward movement. All right, so for the DAO token, yeah, take a quick shot and let it play out, guys. Take a quick shot and let it play out. But be very careful. I don't know what the token is all about, guys. Okay, I don't know what this token is all about. Uh, yeah, it will continue. I see it, going to like for a liquidity grab. As you can see, it's still pumping, guys. It's still pumping. All right, it's still pumping. I don't know what this token is all about, but just be careful, guys. I don't know what is all about. And then the volume for this particular token is just around $1 million. Okay, it has gotten to 2 million. Okay, it has gotten to 2 million. So the volume is gradually increasing, but I see it going and dumping back, going and dumping back, and all of that. All right. So make sure that you use tight stop losses, okay? But don't let it take you out of the market and eventually start going into profit. So what you want to do is to use a very low leverage, okay? If you let this token take you out of the market and then all of a sudden you start dumping, you'll be the one regretting. So you want to wait, all right? You want to wait for the market to get weak and then you go ahead and take that trade. I've already entered that trade, so I will continue to add to the position and see how it plays out, okay? Just gradually be adding to the position and let it play out. And when it plays out, you should be able to take some profit, guys. Okay. Now, if you use a very high leverage, you can use more limit orders, all right, to set up your trade even before you enter. You can set a limit order to enter at, let's say, 1 point. Let me go back to that trade. Okay. Yeah, we got up to 0.119, right? So if you enter at 0.119 and you're using a higher leverage, at 0.117, you should be out of the market with some profit. Okay, and this will automatically, once you place a trade, it automatically trigger for you. So just one move to that upside, one move to the downside, and you're out of the trade. Okay, one move to the upside, one move to the downside, you're out of the trade. So, but be very careful, guys. If you are not experienced, don't take this kind of risks. It will take you out of the market. If you are not experienced in this space, don't take this kind of risk. It will take you out of the market. So if you entered at 117, 118, 119, congrats to you. You're already in profit. So you can close your trade if it's already 10% move, if it is already 20% move, depending on your leverage, okay? So congrats to you. You are already in profit, okay? Or you can gradually wait for it to come down to 115, okay? Or 113 or thereabout, and you take your profit there, guys. All right, so allow that to play out, and you are good. Don't stay in this token, this market for a while, except you are trading on cross mode and you have a lot of margin. Okay, if you have a lot of margin to hold your position, then maybe gradually add to your position, then you can stay as long as you want. But if it is just this quick scalping that we are doing in the market, guys, just stick to 10, 5, 10%, okay? Don't be greedy so that you don't get taken out of the market, all right? So see what I said. Now it went to that 11990, okay, 115, came down to 115. Sorry, 1180, all right, 1190, 1180. It will get down to 117, which would have given you some profit. So you just do the calculation using your Bybit exchange, okay? When you set your, let's say you put like $200 in this trade at 1190, and then you want to close the trade at 1170, how many percentage is it giving you? Depending on the level, if it is enough to close that trade, go ahead and take it. And then equally consider looking at the, what's it called? The funding fee, okay? Consider looking at the funding fee before taking that trade as well, guys. Consider looking at funding fee before taking that trade and all of that. All right, so let's leave that to play out, okay? Let it play out and let it play out and you make some money for yourself, okay? So if I go ahead and open that trade, let's look at what the funding rate is all about. Okay, let's currently look at what the rate is and see if it is something. All right, so Prince Vincent, that is a smart one. Okay, that's a smart one. All right, already 10% made. Yeah, so it means that you can enter this trade again and again. Let's assume that you entered at 117 or 118. Okay, you close that 10% and then re-enter again, right? Enter again at a higher price, maybe at 119 or even at around 12. Okay, enter again and then make another 10% and close it, re-enter again. So it means that this token with this kind of volatility, it gives you the opportunity to just scalp the market. You can get up to like 2-3 trades in this market. Okay, if you are doing a 10% move with $100 account, that is $10. If you do that like 3 times, just leave it. All right, leave it to relax, and then you go chill out somewhere. All right, go chill out somewhere. So if you do that with $20, with $500, depending, okay, the higher your margin, the higher the opportunity you see to make in that market, guys. So this is a quick scalping trade for you. So close that 10% and wait again to enter at a higher price. You can enter at 119, 1195, or even 12. Okay, if it gets to 12, you enter again. Take another 10% and then re-enter again. Take another 10% and re-enter again. That is what scalping is all about, guys. That is what scalping is all about. Okay. So thank you for pointing out that trade. So yeah, maybe before the end of the close of this For those of you who don't want to stay very long in the market, okay, the funding rate is even positive. Okay, funding rate is positive, meaning that it is beneficial to you who is shorting, right? To you who is shorting, I think it's 0.0017, right? That's what I'm looking at. And then the funding rate will start this, it will not affect you until the next 1 hour, okay? In 50 minutes from now, right? That is when the funding rate will occur. And then another countdown for another 8 hours will start. All right. So if you are doing now anything between that in the next 40, 45 minutes, funding rate will not affect you. But if it does, then it is going to funding rate is even zero right now. So it's just between plus, some levels and then zero plus some level and zero. Look at that. Look at that market dropping. Okay. Look at that market dropping. So if you enter at 119, you are already in profit, guys. 0.119, you're already in profit. Okay. 0.119, you're already in profit. Yeah. So yeah, guys. For CM Malik, if you took short, you should be in profit already. Okay. If you took short, you should be in profit already, guys. So I see this, just take advantage of the scalping opportunity in this trade and make as many trades and make as much money as you want, and then exit the market and leave it for the rest. Okay, leave it for the rest, because this volume that is increasing, I see it decreasing in a short period of time. I see it decreasing again and all of that, guys. I see this volume decreasing. All right. So yeah, for the DAR USDT, this has made our day. Yeah, it has made our day. So it's a good trade for us. All right. For those of you who want to stick to 10% move, 5% move, you are good to go. All right. So this has made our day for us for today. So it's a good Thursday for us. Yeah, a profitable Thursday for us. Guys, that is where we call it a day. All right, smash that like button, guys. And if you are new to the channel, make sure that you subscribe and join me here every day. We do this live stream every day, okay? The aim here is to help you, all right, be a profitable trader. Not just are we giving you calls, okay? I'm not just giving you calls, I'm equally teaching you things you should, okay? Be looking at when, you are when you are on your own, okay? When you are on, these are things you should equally be looking at and be making profit in the market, guys. All right, thank you everyone being here with me on this live section. Do have a wonderful day ahead. Have a profitable day ahead, and then I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm having a guest on Saturday. All right, for those of you who are interested in trading, for those of you who want to make trading or let's say your full-time business. I have a guest tomorrow on Saturday. Yeah, on Saturday. So we should be looking at hosting him. I will actually schedule the meeting around 2 p.m. So we should be looking at hosting them around that area. So I will schedule the meeting. I'll send the link across so that you set your notification to join us live. Come with all of your trading questions. Okay. He is a guru. He's one of I think in the past trading competition we did on Bybit, he was number two, right? We had number two, so we had Ahmed as number one, and then we have Dream Chaser as number two. So Dream Chaser will be the one joining us on Saturday. So guys, look out for that. Okay, come with your questions and come and ask him how he has been doing it. All right, how has he been doing it? That he has always been killing it and all of that. So trading is a career. Trading can earn you a living for life. All right, that is the whole essence of this live stream every day. That is the whole essence of my channel, to help you be a profitable trader. All right, so that you don't look elsewhere. Most especially for the young, youth that we have around us in Africa and all of that. Learn trading. Stop looking for a platform where you put your money to get 100% back. I've done that time with that number, and today I don't have any story to tell. Okay, so it won't do you any good. Just learn trading. It could be stressful. Okay, it could take your time, but it's worth it when you start making the money, guys. It is worth it. All right, when you start making the money. So thank you for being here, and then I'll see you guys tomorrow, same time. All right. So get ready to join me on Saturday, and then ask questions about trading and get some tips. All right, professional tips from Dream Chaser comes at. And then the Bybit trading competition will be starting officially next week. I'll be making the links available. Be ready, okay? Get a Bybit account ready. Get your Bybit account ready and be ready to join that competition. I bet you this will be one of the best, okay, trading opportunity you have, not just to make profit for yourself, but to stand a chance to win some rewards. Okay, so I'll be making my copy trading available for all of you to actually copy. So it means that you can actually copy my trade during this period and still trade on your own, okay, and still trade on your own. And at the end of the day, you get reward either for trading, for good PNLs, for trading volume, and then for equally the copy trading option as well. All right. Thank you and do have a wonderful day. All right. Have a profitable day ahead.